Hello, good evening, happy Sunday. I see a few people in the chat. It's been going off already. So people are keen, good, ready to join, ready to go. Sorry, we couldn't start at 7:30. Some of the people in the class, we had a class just before this actually. So we just wrapped up. So we had a little gap just in between to give them a little break. But here we are. Yeah, we're going to start in a bit. We're going to take a look at some of the topics like we have done in the other lives, do a bit of revision together in preparation for the quiz. The quiz that we're all here for. So for anyone that's new, I'm just going to run through the rules again. So to win the prize, we have our chat here. Obviously, if you are new here and you can't message in the chat, that's because you're not subscribed. So firstly, if you could kindly please subscribe, and you can then be able to message us here. And also that's one of the requirements to be able to be in with a chance to win the prize, right? So what we want you to do is participate in the chat during our revision session. And then take part in the quiz. It's on Kahoot. I'm going to show you the link in a second, and we can start to get people joining up. And if you join on that and then win the prize, we want to see a screenshot of your character, and then you can show us both of those screenshots to our email at help@flashrevisionlab.com. When you send that to us, we'll then send you the prizes. So the prizes for today are a £25 Amazon gift voucher for the winner. And then because of the target we reached last week, we did ask, I think it was Mohammed, you were here last time. You asked us to give out a prize for the other positions as well. We reached 20 people in the live, which we did last time. And as a result, we've now added a second place prize. So there is prizes for 2 people here, £25 voucher and a £5 voucher. Yeah, I can see you there. Thanks for coming again. And it's now you get another chance to get in with a chance of winning. So hopefully you do today. Good luck to everyone. And now let me just show you the link. So we'll go to Kahoot. If you can see here, the website, www.kahoot.it. Okay. And the pin is 5318712. So just going to catch up with a few of the chats here. If you want to, for now, get started, join in. Let me see a few of you in there and let me know who you are in the chat once you've joined so I can keep an eye out for you in the quiz. It was good fun last time. Quite a good few battles going on in the different positions. So Clever Beetle, Franny Dingo, we got a couple of people in early. Mesmerizing Badger. Nice. Okay, who's who there so far? You subscribed. Thanks, Jack. Good to see you subscribe. Really appreciate that. Yasmin, you're Clever Beetle. Let me see who else is there. Guys, if you can give us a like, give us some likes on the page here. Like to see that going, just to give us a bit more, we get a bit more people on it, because I've mentioned we're getting 2 prizes today. If we get 50 people today, we will up that to all 3 podium positions. Yeah, so we want to see 50 people in the chat altogether. At some point in this, we've got 18 so far. So get more people involved. If you know any friends that are studying with you or would be interested in taking part in a quiz, chance to win some money, but just a bit of fun, a bit of chance to learn as well. Get them to join as well, subscribe as you have, and join in the chat and take part in this quiz. If you reach 50, we will add more prizes going forward. So yeah, bit of an incentive for you guys as well. Seeing people liking, great. Yeah, we might, I hope so. Yeah, you can be a big part of that. So hopefully you can. Today, yes, Mario, is physics today. We're going to be looking at atomic structure, okay, and a bit of radioactive decay. So that's what it's going to be on. I will be going through a couple of the topics shortly, but just catching up a few people I haven't said hello to as well. Alice, hello. A few others there as well. Jack, again, welcome. Thanks for joining. It's atomic physics. That's going to be in paper 1. That's correct. It's kind of at the end of the topic of the paper, actually. So yeah, it is one of the last topics in paper 1. So Mohammed will go to it. I'll let you know how many questions there are once we've started. Usually there is about 15. That's what we've had usually, but that can vary just slightly. So once I've opened it up, I'll confirm. But we've got 12 people in the quiz already. That's good. Virtuous and Phenomenal Larks. Every time the names get me here. Some really good names in here. Proud Meerkat. Cool. Okay. Daring Sphinx. Okay. Excited to see you. It's good. It's a good number of people so far. Most of you in the chat have joined then, I guess. 14 of you. So there's 17 here. You'll maybe get another 3 more of you. We'll see how it goes. Spamming the likes. Thanks, guys. Yeah, if you can, keep spamming the likes. Yes, thanks, Philip. Thanks for giving everyone the push. Let's get to 50, guys. Get people in. If you know people, get them in. Okay, so whilst that goes on, I'm going to take a look at these topics briefly. Okay, so the topics we're looking at, we're going to start with the structure of an atom. Okay, so Here, for those of you that haven't seen before, this is our website, flashrevisionlab.com. Okay, so we have here some notes, and this you can access for free, guys. All you need to do is sign up on the website, and you get all of our notes that we've got on here for free. And it breaks down all of this into exactly what you need to know. Yeah, all the points that are covered in the specification. How do you know I'm not lying? Well, you can check through the notes here, and then you can check it against our spec tab. So open the spec tab up, and you can see it tells you exactly what is in the spec, and then you can cross-check that against the notes, and you'll see it's exactly what we've covered. And we want to make sure you're getting to know exactly what you need to know. Okay, so there's that. Once you've covered that, there are some questions in the question tab. So you can see here some past paper questions. You can have a look, try them, and then you can check your answers with the mark scheme. So plenty of chance to revise. So study the content in the notes, practice what you've learned in the questions, cross-check it against the spec, and then a new feature we've now added, we've got flashcards. Okay, so if you're part of our FRL Pro, you'll get access to everything on here completely. Okay, that's the notes, all the questions, and all the flashcards as well. Yeah, so join, take a look. Like I said, it's free to sign up and get all the access to the notes, so why not do it? It's a set of notes that we've got set out for all of you. And for some of you on here, we have FRL classes that people have joined already. If you're interested, we do cover all the topics in weekly classes. Okay, so we cover all the 3 sciences, biology, physics, chemistry each week, and you're getting a class from myself and Neen on all 3 sciences every week, covering all the topics you need to know for your exams. Along with that, you get a workbook. Okay, so you can follow along the classes, and then at the end you have a ready set to go notes to refer to and revise with for your exams. So that is a full package of all of those classes for just £22 a month. So you really can't go wrong. It's 12 classes a month for £22. It's like what, £2 a class, barely less than that. Yeah, so personally, I think it's a really good deal. I think you get a lot for that. So yeah, if you're interested, just give us a look on the website, and you'll see all the classes that I've just mentioned there, all the programs, sorry, that we've got there from FRL Pro and FRL classes. So take a look. But for now, let's look at the structure of an atom. So kind of a crossover here with chemistry, right? So it does cover stuff about the atom here, but there are some subtle differences as well. So we're saying that it's the smallest thing that we know in terms of the structure of any object. It's made up of atoms. It makes up everything in the universe. Yeah. And we have the nucleus, where we contain the protons and the neutrons. We then have a shell or multiple shells containing electrons that orbit the nucleus. Okay. And one thing here, we've got the absorption of electromagnetic waves or of energy that causes the electron to move into different electron shells or energy levels that are referred to above. Yeah, they need energy to do that, to go further, or they release energy to go outwards. Okay, so here you need to know in physics is something that you don't need to know in chemistry. Okay, so that's just one thing to point out there. It's a slight difference. We also need to know, and I'll see when we go back to the spec, the size of an atom compared to the size of a nucleus as well. Yeah, so you can see 1 times 10 to the minus 10 for an atom and 1 times 10 to the minus 14 meters for a nucleus. Really, we say that the nucleus is kind of the central point in the center spot on a football pitch, for example, and the atom is the entire football pitch. You're looking at a completely different size ratio of the two things there. And if you look in the spec, you can see those numbers are mentioned here. Yeah, so a nucleus is 1/10,000th the size of an atom. Okay, and this told us the size of an atom is 1 times 10 to the minus 10. So I wasn't lying to you when I told you we're covering everything that's mentioned in the spec. Yeah, so a great way to revise for sure. Okay, so that's one. I wanted to take a look quickly at mass number and atomic number as well. Okay, so again, this is definitely more something you would have seen in chemistry. You can see the mass number is the total number of protons and neutrons. Atomic number is the number of protons. Yeah, atomic number at the bottom and mass number at the top. Okay, and you can find the difference between those to give you the number of neutrons. Okay, because mass number is total number of protons and neutrons, but atomic number is just protons. Okay, so you find the difference between those, and that gives you the neutron number. And you know the element is determined by the bottom number. Yeah, if this number changes, you get a different element. An isotope, the difference being is that the top number can change. So if I had, say, for example, here you can see carbon 12, 13, and 14, you can see that the bottom number, the atomic number, stays the same, meaning it's the same element. But you can see the top number here goes from 12 to 13 to 14, meaning we get a different number of neutrons. Okay, and that is what an isotope is, a different number of neutrons, but the same number of protons. The quiz is going to start shortly. I'm just going to get back into there now. Let's take a look. How many people have we got? We've got 12 people. Okay, a couple of people dropped out, a couple of thinking faces, a couple of thumbs up. Good to see that. I haven't seen a couple of people. I've seen someone mention their clever beetle. Did anyone else mention who they are? Sorry if I've missed it in the chat. Just wanted to see who we've got where. Daring Sphinx. Okay, that's you, Frozen. I'll keep an eye out for you. So, Face this Truth. I know you asked for a topic last time. You've asked one this time. Can we go through a half-life and the equation? I'll take a look at that briefly at the end. It's not in the quiz, so I'm going to go through that after. Okay, so if you want to hang around for a few minutes after, I will cover that quickly. But yeah, for now, I'll cover these. We'll do the quiz, and then I'll get into that. But yes, we will. And all we want to do here is we're trying to build a community of people learning together. Yeah, that's what we want. We want to get a group of people who have a bit of fun. Yeah, we don't want it to be too serious. We just want to enjoy. This is what these quizzes are about, right? It's a bit of friendly competition. Don't worry if you don't win. You know, it's a prize, but it's not a huge prize. It's just a bit of fun. You know, a bit of an incentive. Can go a long way. You know, £25. Who can tell me what they're going to spend that money on? Yeah, I haven't heard it from anyone. I haven't asked that question yet. What are they going to spend it on? Fancy Lion is Ashton. Okay, I'll watch out for you. Mohammed Funny Dingo. We've got Virtuous Ant as Action, and we've got Alicia as Excited Seahorse. And is Neen playing? No, he's not playing. We leave these up to the students, so no, we won't. Who do we have here? We've got Mariah saying she's Fascinating Seal. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll try and remember who you are. I'm probably going to ask again as we go through the quiz, so let me know if it is you as we're going through. But yeah, let's take a look. So revision stuff maybe, says Ashton. Action says textbooks, revision resources. Okay, spending on revision booklet. And we've got Carmela there, or Carmel, the Zealous Zebra. Spend it on you, yeah, fine, why not? Sweets, yeah, great choice. Great choice. Nice, okay. Potato Cars, your whimsical. Sorry, I haven't seen that one here. Where was that? I've probably missed it on the scroll. Where are you? I didn't see you there. Have I missed you? Oh, maybe. We've got 15. Maybe it's too many people to fit in here, unless I've missed you there. Oh, Whimsical Snail. Okay. It says Daring Snail. Is that you? Maybe not. No, I think there's different names for people. Nice. Okay. Stuff maybe. Okay, people are changing their names. Fine. Okay, so we'll keep that as we get to the end. Savings account Frozen. A smart man. You're going to save it. Keep that money. Let it earn some interest. Use it later on. I like that. Maybe a treat post exams, maybe. Okay, so a couple of topics down. I just want to look at a couple more, and then we're going to get into the quiz. So one thing I wanted to show you guys, for those of you that haven't used the website, say, for example, we've just finished this topic. Yeah, I've said, okay, I'm happy with this topic. I can mark it as complete. And what you're going to see, if I go to the top, you can see this green has gone up. There's a tick there, and this bar is filled because it's showing me I've covered a third of the topics. Remember, there are 3 topics in this section. 3 topics in this section. So I've ticked it. It's a good way when you go away and then you come back, you can see, okay, what have I covered? What haven't I covered? Yeah, so that's something you can look at. Denise looks great. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, really useful. Honestly, I think it's so useful. If I had this when I was learning GCSEs, I would have been all over this kind of thing. And then here you can check on the same topic, like I said, with the flashcards, which subatomic particle orbits the nucleus. If anyone knows, can you tell me in the chat which is the subatomic particle that orbits the nucleus, guys? Bit of an early quiz, not for the prize here, just to see who's on the ball. Dennis, straight. Oh, people were jumping in straight. Electrons, correct. Yeah. And if I press, I know this, swipes to the right, and then we keep that flashcard and we can move on. If you don't know the answer, you can flip the card. What is the charge of a neutron? Another quick question. You can tell me the answer for that. Very easy one, hopefully. 0, straight in there, Jack. Nice. Yeah, 0, Philip. Yeah, neutral. So I would say 0 because it's a charge. You can say neutral as well, but 0, you can see there, the answer is on the back. And again, I know that, so I'll move that along. But just say I didn't know, okay? This one here, energy levels are sometimes called shells. I can flip the card, and then you can see it's true or false. Say I didn't know that, I want to revisit it. I can swipe it to the left. Yeah, so it gives you that choice to kind of stack up a set of flashcards that you know and you don't know. Yeah, a good way to try to track how your revision's going. But yeah, good. Everyone's on the ball. We've got 19 people in the chat. Come on, we want to get it way up. If you know anyone, get them involved, get them in the Kahoot. Remember, the Kahoot pin is 5318712. Okay. So feel free to join. Make sure you're involved in this chat. Remember, the prize is going to be if you send us screenshots of you participating in the chat, which is right now as we're revising, and then also a screenshot of hopefully your victory. Yeah, so if you win, take those screenshots and send it to us at help@flashrevisionlab.com. And there are prizes for both of you. So that's whoever ends up first and whoever ends up second today. And we'll see you on the podium. Send those screenshots to us and we will give you your prize. Yeah, so good luck. We're going to start in a few minutes. I've got a couple of more topics to go through. The quiz is going to start in just a few minutes. Okay, so hang on there. We're going to have a look at a couple more topics that are going to be in the quiz. So keep an eagle eye out as to what we're covering. There are going to be these questions in the quiz. Okay. So Denise, you mentioned electrons will emit to move to a lower energy level. Sorry, yeah, I didn't even see the flashcard. Correct. Yeah, when it emits to move to a lower energy level. Is that correct? Let's see. He's right. Yeah, it's false. So because it releases energy to go down an energy level, when it gains more energy, it can reach a higher energy level because it has more energy, right? So correct. You know that. For your sake, Denise, I'm going to swipe that to the right. Nice. Yeah, so Mariah, I hope that makes sense to you, because when you absorb energy, it means it gains more energy, so it can go to a higher level. If you emit energy, then the electron is going to have less energy, so it goes to a lower energy level. Okay, so that's the difference. I will start shortly. Okay, we will be starting soon. I want to give people a bit more of a chance to join, but we've covered this topic. I'm going to go into the next couple of topics that are going to be in the quiz. Okay, the next one being the structure and model of the atom. Okay, so a little question for you guys. For those of you that have been in our classes already, you will already know the answer to this. So jump in. You may already know the question I'm going to ask. How do you remember the order of the scientists? You do need to know this for your exam. I'm going to go here to the spec to prove it. You go here into spec tab and you can see it talks about the discovery of the different models. See, it's talking about the scattering model, the nuclear model, the introduction of neutrons, James Chadwick. You can see all of them are mentioned in the specification. So you do need to know this, right? So you need to know every single person in the order. There you go. We have the memory trick. DJ red blood cell is what we used, right? So DJRBC. You can tell me what each one stands for. So D, I'm going to start it off. You can see it there. D for Dalton. Yeah, so Dalton, what did he come up with? He came up with the basic model of the atom. You can see here, right? Just a sphere, saying it's a sphere. Then J.J. Thomson. Yeah, so that is him over here. And what did he come up with? He added on to that. Sorry, not with a P. He added to that this is the plum pudding model. Yeah, so the plum pudding model is that there's a sphere, but then there are dots of electrons or negative charge dotted around it, right? But a big sphere of positive charge. Yeah, then the next part, yeah, people have gone one by one. Yeah, boy, there you go. Action's named all of them. So I'm going to keep going. He said our first, Rutherford. So Rutherford, what did he do? He did what we call the alpha scattering experiment, right? And that gave us closer to the model that we have today. Yeah, kind of like this. Yeah, what we call the nuclear model. That's what we use, closer to what we use now. What he was missing, Bohr identified that there are electrons in shells, didn't he? Yeah, so that's Niels Bohr. And then lastly, we got on to James Chadwick, the C for Chadwick. Yeah. And what did Chadwick find? He found about the neutrons in the nucleus. You realize there are some neutral particles there, and they are in the nucleus. So, sorry, I can see a unicorn laser. Sorry if I can't read your name. Unicorn maybe. Sorry if I've said that wrong. Tell me. Excuse me, sir. When can you do A-level content for bio? It's something we're working on. We want to get our GCSE to a good place, okay? And we are really looking at getting A-level on the way, because we want to keep the guys that have been loyal to us at GCSE and give them some support into A-level as well. We do teach it. We just need to get the content together. As you can probably imagine, those of you that have used the website, it took a lot of time to get this together, and we want to get it right. Yeah, we don't want to just slapdash it and put it out there. Yeah, we want to get it good for everyone. So yeah, just want you to hopefully get the most out of it, especially so we don't want to rush that into A-level, but we are trying. What's my name? My name is Nav. I'm one of the tutors at Flash Revision Lab. Myself and Neen, I cover physics. Neen covers physics, biology and chemistry. And yeah, come and take a look at the website. You'll see on there when you go to FRL classes, I do lead the physics classes every week, every Sunday. So we had one just before this today. So the guys in the chat that were there today can attest to that. We had a session on speed and distance today. Yeah, so we covered that. We had a workbook. We went through the workbook. And now they will have a set of notes on speed, distance, and time. So how does the giveaway work? Great lessons. Thanks, Ashton. How does the giveaway work, you ask? I'll go back to the top page. So revise for a prize. To win, you need to first of all be subscribed, which obviously you are because you're in the chat. So thank you very much. Secondly, you then need to send us screenshots, one of you in the chat. So say even that message you've taken now, you can put that in the chat. So take a screenshot of that and then keep that to the side. Then in the quiz, you need to win or second place today. Remember, it's first or second. If you end up with that, so say for example, I go to the quiz, you're Daring Sphinx. I think that was Frozen, but just say you are Daring Sphinx. So Frozen here. If he gets on the podium, he wins first or second, he will take a screenshot of his character, because on the bottom left of your screen, if you're on Kahoot, you should see your character there, right? Your face of your character. So for Frozen, his penguin here, Daring Sphinx with the hat, he'll see that in the bottom left. So I'll know that that's his character. So you need to send the screenshot of that with you on the podium, and then also the screenshot of you in this YouTube chat, and then send that to help@flashrevisionlab.com. So that's our email. Send it to that. Say, hey, I've won the quiz, and here's my screenshots, and then we will send you your prize. Okay. Hope that makes sense. No, I'll wait a couple more minutes here. I'm going to start in just a couple of minutes. I had a couple of topics left to go, but yeah, please get in there. There's 22 of us in the chat. Come on, guys. Anyone you know, do you want to pump it up to 50? Then we can get all three on the podium. We'll give prizes away. We honored our promise of 20 to Mohammed. He said if we reach 20, we'll get 2 prizes up there. We have. And then if we reach 50, we'll get it up to all 3, okay, to give you more chance of winning. Dennis asked what the topics are. It's literally what I've been going through. So covered a bit of it, talked about those. There's a couple more bits I just want to quickly cover. One of them being radioactive decay. Okay, so what is it? There's the 3 types. We have alpha, beta, and gamma radiation. Okay, you just know what they are. So alpha is a positively charged helium nucleus. Beta is a high-speed electron, and electromagnetic wave is what gamma is. Okay, and they have different properties. They have different penetrating power, so how far they go through things. They have different ionizing power, which refers to turning atoms into ions, knocking electrons off of them. Okay, so you need to know the differences between those. That's going to be something important here. And we're going to see the uses of them. Yeah, so alpha is used in smoke alarms, beta for thickness measurements, so like getting the thickness of paper, also for crack detection, and gamma is used in a lot of medical uses, so medical tracers, sterilizing medical equipment, irradiating food, and things like that. Mohammed, I'm going to start. You have to wait. You're going to have to be patient, mate. Yeah, I'm not going to start. You saying start isn't going to make me start. I've got a couple more minutes to let people join. Okay, we want more people in there. So just bear with me for a couple more minutes. What is the pin? See, even someone else has asked, Mohammed, if you rush, people aren't going to get there. So the pin is 5318712. I know you want less people to be in there. Mohammed gives you a higher chance, but we're going to give people the chance to join. Okay. So that is the pin 5318712. You meant joining? No problem. All good. I'm knowing. Okay, you're in. Knowing Lobster. I can see you there. It's weird. The names. I thought the names would match the images, so it makes it a bit harder. But you know, you got a tiger with fancy lion, so it's a bit. But it's always good to look at. A bit of fun. Yeah, all a guessing game as to who's who there. Okay, so remember the uses, what I mentioned, and their different properties that could come up in this quiz. And then lastly, nuclear equations is something I'm going to cover as well. Okay, so in this quiz, we're going to see what happens per each decay. How does the equation look like? So remember, with gamma, it's the easiest one because it has no, it's a wave, right? So it has no particles. So it's 0, 0 in its atomic and mass number. It just emits and there's no change to the particle. Okay, it's beta and gamma you need to watch out for. Beta and alpha, sorry, you need to watch out for. And I'll see here, for example, you can see for alpha decay, you give off that helium nucleus, right? 4 2 protons and 2 neutrons, yeah, an atomic number of 2, a mass number of 4. So that is what comes out for alpha. And then for beta, it's an electron, right? So the mass number is 0 and the proton number is -1. Why is it -1? Because usually in an atom, there's 1 proton for every electron. In this case, there's just an electron and no proton. So it's -1, okay? And here it's a case of maths, right? So here we have 14 on the left at the top and 6 at the bottom. We need those numbers to add up on this side as well. So if this is 0, then you need to add up to 14. The top number, the mass number is going to be 14. And then something plus -1 has to equal 6 on the left-hand side. So the atomic number for nitrogen is actually 7. So this works. 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay, so a bit of maths. That is all we're going to need here. Okay. Hand of Wali attend the pin. I'll come back to it. So the pin is 5318712. Remember the website is www.kahoot.it. Okay. Remember, what I've gone through today is what's going to be there. Obviously, I have raced straight through it today. because people are very keenly telling me to start the quiz. But I just wanted to show you what we've got on the website and what we've got to offer you. This was a massively quick run through. Those that are in FRL classes, you can attest to this, but we do cover this way more in detail, a lot better, a good pace for you to cover, hopefully, everything in the specification. Okay, so I won't skip any points. I won't make sure everyone understands what's going on, and we give you questions to go through at the end. Okay, so it's not just revising with us, you get to practice at the end as well. If this is paper one, potato cards, you are right. Who established Flash Revision Lab? It's Neen. Neen founded it. You saw him on Wednesday. Neen is our founder. Yeah, I've joined him for the ride. We want to help kids learn science. Okay, that is all we're trying to do. Mohammed, thanks for dropping the pin. For those of you that don't know it yet, I'll show it again on the website before we start. 5318712. Okay. FRL class are amazing. Thanks a lot, Action. Really appreciate that feedback, and I hope more people will join and find out just for themselves how useful it can be. Philip, really appreciate that. We're just trying to help you, give you a nice set. You get a great set of notes at the end of workbook after workbook for every single class. Notes filled out for you, yeah, with images and everything. So just to go along with your revision. So yeah, come along, take a look. We've got 23 people in the chat. That's the highest it's been so far. Can we push more people in there to get to next time to get a total of 50? Remember, even if people join now, they may not be in this quiz, but reaching 50, we will honor the getting 3 prizes on the podium for all 3 people that reach the podium. So have a look. What is the hardest out of the 3 sciences? That's bias, right? For me, I always found it to be maybe chemistry a bit more, between chemistry and physics, but people have their opinions. People think differently. Will the A level be up by September, Frozen? We are trying. I just can't guarantee, just because obviously we are doing these classes, we're doing these lives, and on top of that, we're trying to create the content. It does take quite a bit of time. We have really put some stuff together, but it's just finalizing it whether we can. Okay, but obviously we need the time, but we'll get there. We will get there, and we'll keep you updated as to when we do finally get that ready. But we are trying our best. Do you guys sell revision guides and what I printed or no? Faceless Truth, this is what FRL classes is about. We give you those, workbooks. If you join our FRL classes, you get a lesson out of it as well. Yes, you get a lesson and you're getting workbooks for everything. So those are all as part of FRL classes. So you can take them, print them before the class. There are gaps in there for you to fill. So you can go along in the class with me as I'm going through it, and then you fill it out and you end up with a complete set of notes. Yeah, so it is basically your own revision guide come the end of it. Predictor papers, we don't make predictor papers. We don't like to predict what comes up because you just never know. Yeah, you never know what's going to come up. And I would recommend, it's just not the best way to revise. You can do all sorts of papers. I would say do as many papers as possible, 100%. You need to do that. But predicting where you go, predicting where questions are going to come up because they haven't come up a lot, it's just not what we do. Yeah, so yeah, this what you're saying about the 5-year rule, I don't know. I just wouldn't rely on it personally. I would just say there are papers out there. Just give all the papers a go. Try. The more questions you try, the less you're going to be surprised in the exam ultimately, right? So that's all I would say on that. We do not make predictor papers, but we give you questions to practice with. We give you notes to work with. We give you classes to go through stuff with. So check it out. FRL Pro gives you access to everything on our website, all the flashcards, all the questions on there. If you just sign up for free, you get access to all our notes. Yeah, it's all on there. So please do, guys, check it out, and you can see how much we have to offer you. And I think we are really doing our best to give you as much as we possibly can. My favorite science, there's no bias here about physics. No, of course there's bias here. Yeah, I teach physics. So it's got a good balance of maths and a bit of problem solving for me. It's like, a bit of explanation behind stuff as well as the maths. Maths was always my favorite subject anyway, overall. So to have a bit of explanation behind how things work in life as well, physics kind of gives that bit of balance of both. So what else have we got here? What's your advice for revising science for top grades like grade 9? Yeah, so getting a set of notes together, which is what we've tried to help with. So you have that. If you sign up, you've got that. Yeah, that's covered. You then try some questions, revisit the notes, and then really, I would say we want to be ready. And this is where we're aiming with our classes to be done by March. Okay, so you've covered everything. And then it's just papers and practice and different questions. Yeah, and more questions you do, the more you're exposing yourself to, the more you can then go, oh, I don't know that. Or, oh, I know that, fine, I'm good with that. But it doesn't mean you stop revising it. That's the important thing. Some people do revise stuff and then leave it and then they forget it later. Yeah, because they think, oh, I've answered that question, I know it. It's important to keep revisiting it. It's all about creating that memory in your mind, right? So that is important. So take the notes and then yeah, like you say, go through the questions, give them a go, try them out, and do loads of papers. Test yourself under time condition. That is one thing people struggle with as well. But yeah, cool. Okay, so we've looked at all the topics that are going to come up. That's nuclear decay, is nuclear equations, that is radiation, and also structure of the atom and isotopes. Okay, so we've covered those. Let's have a look. Our final look, our last couple of minutes before we get into the quiz. We're about to get into it, guys. Let's have a look. What did I get for physics? So when I did it back in my day, when I did it, we didn't have 1 to 9, and we were like A, B, C, etc. So I got an A star in my physics exam. I did it physics for A level as well. And the number of questions I can see there, Yasmin, I will confirm once we get in the quiz. Usually it's about 15. I just can't remember how much we put in this time. As soon as I start it, I can tell you. I'll have a number there. We'll see how many there are. Yeah, so paper 2 language exams, one tip. What can I give you for that? So if it's the language, then is that English language? I don't know which one you mean, or do you mean like a French language exam? Sorry, I don't know if I'm showing my age there. Nice shirt, thank you very much. Thank you, P Semper, appreciate that. Who else is there? Is physics hard at A level? It is. It's one of the harder A levels. Yeah, some like what you're learning at GCSE kind of expands on that, and then some completely new stuff, more equations. Yeah, so there is more maths involved. But I would be lying if I said it's easy. It is difficult, but if you enjoy physics, you need a bit of a challenge, you know. So why not? English language. I guess, you know, in that it's like creative writing, right? So, you know, just using good terminology. I don't teach English that much. You can see why, because I'm not giving you great tips. But I guess, you know, there's set questions. Take a look at those, and making sure you structure your work quite clearly is always important in language. What do you think about doing maths and physics and chemistry for A level? It's exactly what I did. I did maths, chemistry, physics, and further maths. So yeah, it's good. It depends what you want to do as well going forward. So think about what you want to do in future. That gives you a good rounding for engineering. Yeah, good mix for engineering. Philip says exactly the same. Yeah, it is. I heard you got like 100% in your A level papers. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. In my maths, I got 100% because I did enjoy maths. So that was why. Okay, I'm going to get back into these questions in a bit. I'm going to start the quiz, guys. I've made you wait long enough. I know people have been waiting. I will get into more questions later on. But yes, we have a chance to start the quiz. Okay, everyone ready? I'm going to give it another 30 seconds. We want to get people in there. We've got 23. So the most, I think, is that the most we had? I don't know if we had that many on Wednesday. Maybe we did. Oh no, maybe not actually. I think this might be the most. So nice. Good to see you all in there. Remember, as we're starting, take a screenshot of the chat now. Yeah, because this is your chance. You could win a prize here. So take a screenshot. I want to see you guys up there. I want to see you in the chat who's where. Yeah, I want to see a bit of a battle. We had a good battle last week. It was a good battle between first and second, and then also the third and fourth spot as well, which can become important in the future. Yeah. So okay, I see I'm ready. Ashton's ready. And Wally says, "Come on." Hussein, hello. Have you joined? Hopefully you've joined. Okay, let's go. It's a quiz based on accuracy or time. It's both. Okay, so it's about getting the answer right, but also doing it quickly. If you get the answer wrong, you don't get any points. Okay, so if you take a bit more time and you get it right, you still get points. Yeah, but it's competitive. It's competitive. Yeah. Okay, so we're about to see. I'm going to make a start. Don't worry. The first question is a just a poll. Okay, I'm just looking to get some feedback from you guys. Let me know if you can see it. Okay, hopefully it's all clear. We're going to take a look at the first question, the countdown. Are we ready to go? I want to see how this goes. 15 questions. Okay, so 14 more. First one, just a poll. What is your favorite subject in school? Answers dropping in. Let's see what people say. There's an other. So if you put other, I want to hear in the chat, what have you guys got to say for your favorite answers? Okay, so pretty much everyone's answered. I think there's one more. What do people think? There we go. Okay, it's by percentage, Dan, so I can't see who said what. 13% physics. I'll take that. 43% maths. So a lot of people do like maths. Nice. Okay, so Mohammed, did you put other and you put further maths? Have you done? So you do. Oh, you do further maths for GCSE. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, Ashton, I remember. Sorry, I've seen a bit above. You were second last time you came on. Super close. So give it a push. This time is prize. So go for it. Yeah, you got this. Give it your best shot. Computer science. Yeah, fair enough. That is a new one these days, isn't it? The last few years, computer science has really grown as a subject that people enjoy. So that's cool. Nice. Maths. Yes. Yes. A lot of people similar to me then. Same as you, Jack. I like maths. Maths is my favorite. English, 4%. Oh, interesting. Someone likes that. That's good. Nice to have a bit of variation. Yeah. Loads of people, usually we choose the sciences, everyone chooses biology, and then nobody chooses physics. So, yeah, nice to see a bit of variation there. But yeah, cool. Okay. Are we ready? Okay, it's time. It's time. Remember, take a screenshot. Yeah, don't forget. Don't win and then not take a screenshot. So remember to do that. Drop some likes in the chat, guys. We've got 25 people in the chat. It's gone up a bit more. If people that are in the chat, you can still join the quiz. Okay. Once I start the first or second question, you can still join the quiz. Okay. So make sure you join, and then you can still try to answer the questions, give it your best shot, and then take part in the chat. And we want to see you all involved. It's all learning at the end of the day. Yeah, I know I'm hyping up that it's a quiz and you can win a prize, but ultimately, even if you don't win the prize, you've learned something and hopefully had a bit of fun along the way. But yeah, drop us a like in the chat, and here we go. Let's go. Ready? True or false? True or false? Atoms are mostly empty space. True or false? The numbers flew in. Only one person left to answer. One more person, is it? Yeah, 24. 3 people got it wrong. It's true. Yeah, because remember, an atom, the nucleus is at the center. Yeah, with the protons and the neutrons, the electrons around the outside. But in between that is a plenty of empty space. Those of you that may have caught it earlier, I said that the nucleus is the center of the football pitch, and then the rest of the atom is the entire football pitch. So the big space. Yeah. So comparatively, it's the same here for an atom. Cool. 21 people got it right. 3 people got it wrong. Don't worry if you have. It's only the first question. Plenty more to go. Let's see. Who's on top? Daring Snow. Wow, we got 2 people on 1,000. And 2 people on 987. Wow, this is a flying start from people. Okay, it was a true or false. I was expecting people to answer this pretty quickly, but that is impressive. That is impressive. Nice. Okay, who's who there? Let me know in the chat. Who's Invincible Condor? Who's Daring Snail? Who's Artsy Magpie? Who are you guys? Who is there on the podium? Daring Sphinx. I think that's Frozen, if I remember right. So only one I seem to remember. Sorry if I've forgotten you. Close, not you, Mohammed. Don't worry. Plenty of questions to go. As long as you got it right. 5th, Ashton, you're Fancy Lion. You're 5th. Daring Snail, Deniz, nice, straight in there. Fair play, fair play. Can you keep it? All right, on to the next one. Let's take a look. Quiz question, okay? So it's multiple choice basically, but you select multiple. What are the 3 subatomic particles? So 3 of them: electrons, protons, photons, or neutrons. Answers have dropped in pretty quickly. Got another few more people to answer. Let's see, 3 of them. Yeah, so you really should get at least some. But remember, if you don't get all 3 of them, you get it wrong. Yes, you have to make sure you got them all right. Just 3 more seconds. I think there's one more person left to answer. Who's going to... There we go. Okay, so someone has put photons, unfortunately. Maybe it was in the speed of doing it, accidentally pressed photons in like instead of protons. This is like the Premier League. What makes you say that? Let me know why. Why do you think it's like the Premier League? Top 4, top 5 European places? What are we thinking? So we got most people got it wrong. So one person, unfortunately, I don't know who that was. I'm not going to get a name and shame here. Unlucky if you got it wrong. Let's see how that placed everyone. Electrons, remember, on the outside. Protons and neutrons in the nucleus on the inside. Okay. Resilient. Wow. All change. All change. I don't think anyone here was in the top 5 at the start, right? I don't think so. Up 8 places is Knowing Lobster. Someone mentioned that they were Knowing Lobster. 8 places. Nice. So we got Resilient Mouse. You're Excited Seahorse. Nice. Is that you, Mohammed? Is that you? Oh, that's Alicia. Nice. 4th place. Okay. Cool. Look at that. It's close. It's close. What is that? Between the top 5? 26 points? Not bad at all. How many questions are there, Carmel? There are 15. We've done 3. So another 12. Well, ignore the quiz, the poll at the start. So it's 14 questions. So we've done 2. Got another 12 to go. Okay. You're the lobster guy. Nice. You're the lobster guy. Nice. Good climb there. Yeah, see, so one question can change you a lot of places. Everyone's pretty close. Okay. Let's see how we're getting on in the next one. Let's give it a go. The quiz question again. What charge do protons have? Is it neutral, variable, positive, or negative? Kind of a clue in the name of it. I think everyone's pretty much dropped their answers. Guys, if there's anyone else that wants to join, tell them to join. Yeah, get them on the YouTube, get them in the chat, get them subscribed, messaging in the chat. Drop some likes here, guys, just to give us a bit more, chance for more people to join. Appreciate it. So one person said negative. That's a shame. That is a real shame. Protons have a positive charge. Yeah, protons are plus. Electrons are the ones that have a negative charge. For the ones of you that got it wrong, you're waiting for numbers. Fair enough. Fair enough. but that's, still true, right? +1 is still positively charged. So positive is what we were looking for. How does that change the leaderboard? Let's take a look. Bit of change. The top 5 are the same, but Jubilant Sable has jumped to the top, and it's 3 points in it at the top. 3 points in it. 23 between the top 5. It is really close. Really, really close. Let's see. 3333. Excited Seahorse. I think that's you, Alicia. You're still there. You're still there. So, and that's a nice number as well. 4 threes. Nice and even. What about electron density? Yes, but electron density is the number of electrons, right, in this particular space. That's what electron density is. So it's not really what we were referring to, right? I don't know if that was just a general question. But yeah, cool, nice. People on a 3 answer street, so people haven't got anything wrong yet. Some people are all right, but one question wrong can change everything. So be ready. Be ready. What is your name? I don't know. You're meant to tell me. I don't know what your name is. I can't see. I can only see the names here. So your name, if you're on it, is in the bottom left. Yeah, your character. You can see the picture of your character, and you should say what your name is, I think, on the bottom left as well. How did I revise for A levels? You take that same way you learn for GCSE, you do it for A levels. Yeah, get a set of notes, revise the content, read through it. Yeah, make your own notes to learn from it, and then go into questions, especially at A level, looking at past papers, especially for the ones I did. I did maths and sciences, right? Maths, physics, and chemistry. So a lot of papers, looking at what kind of questions can come up, practicing those, learning from the mark schemes, trying different papers, and then just recycling, rinse and repeat, basically. Yeah, it's the best way to do it. So anyway, I can recommend really. Am I a teacher? Yes, Hannah. If you weren't here earlier, I am a teacher as part of Flash Revision Lab. Yeah, not in general, just as part of Flash Revision Lab. I am one of the teachers here. So I teach physics every week, guys that join my class. Hopefully I do a good job. Don't slag me off on it. But I do a decent job at teaching physics for everyone every week on a Sunday. Yeah. Okay. Lads are about to get active. I'd like to hear that. Safa, you've just joined, yeah? You've just joined, I think. Let me know if I think my connection may have dropped. Let me know if you can see me. Hopefully all good. Yeah, I think it's okay. Okay. I'm going to press next. Are we ready to go? Next question. Don't want to get anyone surprised. All good. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to press next. Let's go. Quiz question again. What does atomic number indicate? What does it indicate? Does it indicate the number of protons minus neutrons, the number of neutrons, the number of protons plus neutrons, or the number of protons? Which one is correct here? And almost everyone's answered. I barely even read out all the answers. How are you so quick? How are you so quick? I'm just reading the answers. I would be so slow at this. What have we got then? 2 more seconds. There we go. Mixture, real mixture. Unless people rushed at the first one and saw a number of protons, same at the bottom left. Maybe those people just quickly pressed it. That's going to change a lot, maybe. Yeah. Okay, 14 people got it. It's the number of protons. I did remember this. So the guys that were in the beginning of the session, I did show you this. Yeah, the atomic number is the number at the bottom of the atom. It's a number of protons. Yeah, you see the element based on the atomic number. It is a number of protons in the nucleus. Okay, let's see how that sets everyone up. I will press next, Sandovalia. Chill out. I will get there. I need to explain the answers. Yeah, people need to know where they are. Okay. Bit of a jump, fancy line. I think that was Ashton. I think I remember you there. You've gone up. There's real change here. Who's where? Social Toucan has jumped up to top spot. Where did you go? Safa, where did you go? What happened? Who are you and what happened? I want to know what's made you say that. You thought it said atomic mass. That's a shame. That's annoying. But you know the difference, right? At least you know now if atomic number is what it was referring to. It's the number of protons, right? Second for Ashton. Who else is? Let's see. Gotta stay humble, yeah. Have a bit of that humble pie. Wait till the end. You never know. It's a long run. You actually joined second. Yeah, Jubilant Saber was also on 4269. So plenty to go. You never know where you're gonna end up. Can be first by being fast. That is the aim of the game. Yeah, you need to get it right, but you need to get it the fastest. The longer you take, the less points you get per answer. Okay, that's the way this works. So the faster you answer, the more points you're going to get. Because loads of people are getting it right. Loads of people, see, it says 13 people have reached an answer streak of 4. So that means 13 people haven't made a mistake yet. But the points are different because some people are answering faster than others. Yeah, so it's about speed as well as knowledge. Yeah, so it's reaction speed as well as getting the right answer. Okay. So yeah, making sure, obviously, ultimately, don't take it too seriously. It's just a quiz to get you learning. Yeah, making sure that you're revising. That's just a fun way to do it. Yeah, we just wanted to create a bit of fun for you guys as well. Bit of friendly competition. Nothing too serious. Cool. On to the next one. Everyone ready? True or false? True or false? Isotopes have different protons. True or false? That was quick. This is serious. For some of you, it might be. Yeah, that prize may mean a lot to you. So yes, I shouldn't underplay it. It is important, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. The important thing here is that we're learning. Ultimately, we just want to have a bit of fun, bit of jokes. I'm seeing the chat. It's good fun. People taking part. That's what we want. Drop a like in the chat as well. Drop some hearts in there for us. Get some more people involved. Yeah, give us a like. Yeah, if you can. Make sure you're subscribed to. Obviously, you are. Those of you that are here, get people to join in by subscribing in the chat as well, and then they can join us for this as well. I read the question properly. Okay, that's good. Yeah, a lot of people did. 4 people unfortunately gave us the wrong answer though. Isotopes, atoms with the same number of protons. Remember, they're atoms of an element, so they have to have the same atomic number, but a different mass number or different number of neutrons. That is the difference. Yeah. Help, I keep getting the question wrong. That is what we're here for. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you now, the learning. Yeah, I'm trying not to skip because I want to explain everything. So an isotope is atoms of an element with the same number of protons or same atomic number, but a different mass number or different number of protons and different number of neutrons. Okay, that's the difference between them. So that is what differentiates isotopes. Important one because it's in both physics and chemistry. Okay, so you need to know this one. Don't worry if you're getting it wrong. Yeah, it's all part of learning. Sometimes your best learnings come from when you make mistakes. Yeah, so don't worry about that. Okay, so where does that leave us? Social Toucan is ahead still by just 10 points. Fancy Lion is hanging in there, 10 points behind. Jubilant Sable also not too far behind on 24 points. It's a joint third spot. Can Social Toucan run away? Can Fancy Lion catch up? Can there be a swap for second place? It's all up for grabs, yeah, between these top 5. 20 points in it. If someone answers a little bit slower, it completely changes. So let's see. Go on, Ashton. You got a supporter in Frozen. That's nice. Go for it. Hopefully you can get there. It's mass number, not protons and neutrons. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's what the mass number is. Okay. So a different same atomic number, but a different mass number. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. So atomic number is just a number of protons. Mass number is a number of protons and neutrons, as you say, Carmel. That's correct. Yeah. So having a different mass number means the protons can still be the same, but you have a different number of neutrons. So that's why we say same number of protons, different number of neutrons. Only the neutrons change. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Only the neutrons change. Okay. Click on the first person's name for good luck. Okay. Who is that? So is that you then? Is that you? We'll see. Maybe I'll click on everyone's for a bit of good luck. Okay. So tell Meerkat to keep an eye out. Okay, keep an eye out. I'm coming for 26th place. Not bad. It's all right. You know, it's probably close down here. We can't see all the points. You can see where you are compared to it. So there you go. It doesn't remove you. I can't remove you from the screen. Don't worry. Okay. So ready for the next question. If I press next. Let's go. Okay. We're on question 7. Electrons move to higher energy levels when they what? Absorb electromagnetic radiation, emit electromagnetic radiation, gain protons, or lose protons. Remember, we specifically spoke about this, so I hope not many people got this wrong. I'm hoping most of you got this right. Please. Hopefully you were listening earlier. Hopefully that participation in the chat was to learn. Yeah. Do you absorb or do you emit or do you gain protons or do you lose protons? Looks like the majority of people did listen. Yeah. Absorb electromagnetic radiation, you gain energy, you move to a higher energy level. Yeah, if you emit radiation, you go to a lower energy level because you have less energy. The electron has less energy. Okay, that's why that's incorrect. And gaining protons, it's not about gaining electrons. They can't gain protons, right? They are a separate particle altogether. They don't gain a proton, so they gain or lose energy, and that is what affects it. Yeah, and that they gain or lose that energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Okay. If you did a biology quiz, I will cook. Okay, well, we do one. We will be doing one probably on Wednesday. Okay, so keep an eye out. We will be doing one. Don't worry if you got this wrong. I know physics people find it difficult, so it could be that. Maybe this is all part of the learning handful here. So this is probably helpful for you, more helpful for you than cooking on biology, maybe even. Yeah, it's all learning. So nice. Okay, now this was a nice question. Okay, good. All right, so. This isn't chemistry. That's the thing. This is physics. Yeah, there's a bit of crossover with chemistry, to be fair. But this particular question, I did say it earlier. Yeah, if you were listening to me in the chat earlier, I was talking about it on the website. It's in our notes. Take a look at it. Yeah, it is there. So let's see. You don't even do chemistry. I mean, aren't you doing GCSE? No. I mean, I guess anyway, like I said, this is physics. Yeah. So you do need to know for physics anyway. So this is what we're covering. Fancy Lion, Ashton, is that you? You've climbed to the top. 6235. And there's a bit of a gap. You've made a bit of a gap, almost 20 points on Jubilant Sable. And Virtuous Ant there's a bit more of a gap now. There is a bit more of a gap. I think we have a top two at the moment. It's not over, but we have a bit of a gap between the top two and the rest, about 50 points. That can all change though. Let's have a look. Okay. 11 people have got a 6-answer streak, so they haven't got anything wrong. Keep going, guys. Yeah, hopefully my FRL classes people, that is you guys. Hopefully you guys are part of the 6. Why don't I play on another tab and show you the skills? I can't, because then how am I going to read the questions out? Yeah, I can't do that. That's too much multitasking. I'm multitasking at the moment, looking everywhere. I'm able to answer the questions. I can tell you the answer, but then that's not going to help you learn, is it? So there we go. Also, having made the quizzes, I would know the answers. So I'm not going to lose out on a chance of you guys ending up top. Ashton wouldn't be top, would he? If I was joining in, I have the answers, so then I have an unfair advantage. Yeah. Let's see. You are okay. Cool. Let's see. We're ready for the next question. Question number 8. True or false? Alpha particles can pass through paper. Remember earlier I was talking about penetration power. Remember going through stuff. So does alpha go through paper? Is it the most ionizing or the least ionizing, or the most penetrating or the least penetrating? Remember, those are the things to compare between the 3. Which one is it? I see someone's dropped an answer in the chat. They have put it, Unicorn, it is false. But did people answer fast enough? 6 people said true. Yeah, alpha is stopped by paper. Beta and gamma can pass through paper. They are stronger than that. Alpha cannot. Alpha has a range of a few centimeters in air. It doesn't go very far. Okay. And it is stopped by paper. So that is false. Let's see what that leaves on the leaderboard. Fancy Line is still ahead. So Ashton is still ahead. The gap has grown. The gap has grown. He's getting away with it. Is he going to run away with the top spot? He's about halfway through now, aren't we? Yeah, we've had seven questions. 7 people have got, how many people have got? Oh, Caring Butterflies a 7 streak. Nice. 7 correct answers in a row. I'm sure a few people have got that. Keep going, guys. For those of you that have got them all right, you are definitely in with a chance to at the top. Ashton is there, but is he going to be there for much longer? Let's see. Let's see how it goes. He can't hit the gym. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Alpha needs to go and get hench. Okay, so next one. A slider question. Okay, guys, for those of you that haven't been here, slide to the correct number. How many subatomic particles are there in the nucleus? How many? Read the question carefully. How many are there? Okay, slide to the correct number and lock it in. Press submit. Some people were still not answered yet. A few more people left. Let's see. Let's see. Where are people ending up? 3, 2, 1. That's time. Let's see. Okay. The answer is, looks like most people have answered it. It's 2. Yeah. Because it says how many subatomic particles are there in the nucleus. It's not how many subatomic particles there are. That's 3. Protons, neutrons, electrons. But how many are in the nucleus? Only protons and neutrons make up the nucleus, right? So that is our answer. 2. It's not 3. 3 includes electrons. It's not in the nucleus. So 2 is correct. How does that leave us? Ashton is still ahead. Ashton is still ahead. Fancy Lion on 8207. Jubilant Sable, who is that? Someone in the chat, 8168. On his coattails, hanging on there. And Virtuous Ant in 3rd. Daring Snail in 4th. I think Daring Snail, someone said, is that Frozen? Have you made it up? Is that you? Or are you Daring Sphinx? I forgot which one you are. Mohammed, you have 7, 5, 10. So you're not too far off. Did you say you made a mistake? Maybe that's why. You know, that's what the difference is. If you didn't make that, then you would be right up there as well. So you're close. You never know. If these guys make a mistake and you carry on, that's going to make the difference and get you back up there. Which 6 markers will they ask for you in a physics paper? Several come out. So we cover them in all our classes. I couldn't go through every single one right now, but there are several experiments. One's for motion, one's for displacement. Yeah, all sorts. Waves. Yeah, and there's a few others that are 6 markers. Plenty of them are experiment-based. Yeah, so you're talking about apparatus, method, results, conclusions, things like that. Yeah, you need to mention those. So a majority of the 6 markers are based around experiments and require practicals, but there are several. Yeah, there are several to look at, center of mass, things like that. So yeah, if you know, I'd go through this in more detail in our classes. So if you wanted to go through it with me, it is in our notes as well. Yeah, so like I said, go on the website Finding our lessons, go onto our website, flashrevisionlab.com. Then on there, you can see our different plans. Okay, so we have just signing up, you get access to all the notes for free. All the notes, like I said, on the website that we were going through earlier. I'll quickly spin back. All of these, all the topics, that's for physics, biology, and chemistry. All the notes are there for free, and you can track and mark your progress like I have done here. You can do that free. Just sign up. Getting access to FRL Pro gives you access to all the questions that are there as well. And also all the flashcards that we've got as well. So it gives you access to everything on the website. Then we have FRL classes, and that gives you access to all our live lessons. Every Friday, every Sunday for all 3 sciences, every week you get access to those classes. So take a look there. Remember, you get the workbook to go along with it as well. Our guys have attested to it. We have found that it's really helping people. So join up on there. And FRL classes, you get 12 classes a month for just £22. I think it's like an absolute steal, to be honest. FRL classes, get on here, go on to here. You can see here it says FRL classes. Give that a click. I won't click it right now, so I want to keep it on the notes, but take a look over there and you can see what our classes are and sign up. So like I said, sorry, it's £22 a month, and that gives you access to 12 classes, right? 4 physics, 4 biology, 4 chemistry for every month. Yes, that's 12 classes. Okay, let me cook. It would be nice of me to cook for your parents. Yeah, fair enough. So you want taking cook a bit too literally there, but there we go. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, next question. Quiz. Which radiation has the lowest ionizing power? So remember earlier we talked about penetrating power. This question is about ionizing power. So the ability to knock atoms off of ions, make them charged particles. Not knock electrons off of atoms, and they become charged. They turn into ions. Okay, so is the answers right in the chat? Is it gamma? Do we know? Is it alpha? Which one's it going to be? The lowest ionizing is gamma, correct? Yeah. So sigma particles. It's about time someone said that. Sigma, debatable. So gamma is the answer. It's the least ionizing. It's the most penetrating, but the least ionizing. That's the way to remember it. Alpha is the most ionizing and the least penetrating. So they swap. Beta, as the name suggests, people say beta male, beta particle. It's in the middle. It's not quite top. It's not quite bottom. It's in the middle. It's the second tier. We're the goats. Appreciate that. Much appreciated. Cool. How does that leave the table as it loads up? Do I play video games? Yes, of course. We all go, enjoy something, don't we? A bit of video games when I get the time. But even when I was studying, I always took time to play games. So always make sure you make time to enjoy yourselves as well as revising. And this is meant to be the best balance of both. A bit of fun, bit of chat with people, see people cooking each other in the chat, but also having a bit of fun, but also learning something at the same time. It's kind of a combination of everything. So how are we looking? So Ashton's still in the lead. Fancy Lions still at the top there, but the gap is not as big as it was, I think. It's still close. And then we've got Daring Snare and Caring Butterfly have risen. So they've come up. I saw Caring Butterfly at the beginning and now they've come back. So nice. It's possible. You can creep up. Can you creep up a bit more to get into second place or even first? It's all tight at the top still. That can all change. Energetic Lizard. Who is that? I think, who was that? I think that was someone in the chat. Was that Mohammed? Did you say you're Energetic Lizard? I think you've climbed the most places. So nice. Okay, let's have a look. 5 more questions, guys. Exactly. We're not far away. You're not far away, Ashton. Are you going to hold it? Let's see. Have you got the metal or are you going to bottle it? Let's see. Okay, true or false? Gamma decay changes the atomic number. I did mention this. Who was listening? He was listening. Or do you know already? Let's see. A few more people left to answer. People did fly in with their answers, but did you get it right? And now, are they helping or are they not helping? Are you lying in the chat or not? It is false. Dropping lies in the chat, trying to put people off. I think people have also just unfortunately made the mistake. If you were in this class at the start, hopefully I helped you and you got it. The answer is false. Remember, gamma is an electromagnetic wave. It doesn't have any protons or any neutrons. There's no atomic number, no mass number, so it doesn't change the outcome. It doesn't change the atomic number of the decaying atom. How often do we go live? We go live twice a week now. Yes, we go Wednesdays and we go Sundays. Okay, so Wednesdays Nina's on about what time? I think about 8:30, I think. And then here we're on from 7:45. And after this quiz, I'll be off in a few minutes. So about an hour. And the science classes, Carmel. So Friday at 7:30 to 8:30, we have chemistry with Neen. Then Sunday, we have Neen doing biology at 5 to 6, followed by myself doing physics 6:30 to 7:30. So those are your three slots, Friday and Sunday. So we don't want to take it on too many days. In 3 days, we try and fit it into two. And hopefully those times are a bit more helpful. But remember, even with FRO classes, if you can't make the class live, there are recordings. So we have the portal. You can see the classes whenever you want later on. Okay. And then we have quizzes to test you at the end of every month. Make sure you understand everything we've covered in that month. So don't worry. If you joined us and you can't make those days, that is not the end of it all. You can just join us and then watch them at a different time that suits you. So don't worry about that. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's more a reaction time test, but a bit of competition between you lot with a bit of my help along the way. Exactly. You summed it up pretty well. I'd say that's fair. But obviously, ultimate bit is a bit of a help along the way, a bit of learning. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. That's the aim of this. Cool. Let's see. Fancy Line is still top. Caring Butterflies make a comeback. There's a swap over. The top three is getting pretty tasty. Jubilant Sable has been there every step of the way. Fancy Line, you can't get a rest. Looking behind you, just about someone's on your shoulder. And now Caring Butterflies entered the chat as well. There is a climb, a nice climb into the end here. We're getting into the last four questions. Who is going to take the title and who's getting the second place prize as well? Let's have a look. Puzzle. Okay, you put things in order. Put the following scientists in order of when they made their discoveries. So put them all in the correct order and then press submit. Who is going to get this right? Remember, from oldest to newest in order of when they made their discovery. So who did it first? Then who made their discovery last? What should help you if you were here and if you were in our classes, you know the memory trick for this. Yeah, we did discuss it. People did drop it in the chat earlier as well. So if you were here, you would definitely know this. Ashton has given people a clue. He's definitely giving the people a clue, basically giving them the answer. It's a little cookie from him there. I don't know what that emoji is there. Is that a cooking? Yeah, you're cooking. You're cooking whilst giving out cookies. Let's see. 15 people got it right. 6 people got it wrong. 6 people got it wrong. So the order, because in the order of when they made the discoveries, Dalton was the oldest, DJRBC, yeah, or DJRB, because C isn't there, Chadwick is not there. Yeah, so Dalton, then Thompson, then Rutherford with the alpha scattering experiment and nuclear model, and lastly Niels Bohr with the electron shells. Yeah, so those are the 4. Let's see, how has that changed? Has that changed anything? I thought there may be. There is a bit of change. Caring Butterflies dropped by joint third with Virtuous Ant, and it's so close at the top. It's 12 points between Ashton and Jubilant Sable. Who is going to take this title? It's coming closer. It's coming closer, but it's not wrapped up. Even third and fourth, you have a great chance. Jaring Snail just sticking with them there. The top 5, it's so tight. I'm not even last week it wasn't this close. So let's see how it goes. You said you know I discovered this channel on the day after the biology exam. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. But I guess for some people, if you were in year 10, that's a good chance to join us. So yeah, hopefully you find it useful. And yeah, all we're trying to do is helping people out. Yeah. So let's take a look. Let's see. Which one is you, did you say? Sorry, Mohammed. I know I've asked this about 100 times, but a few people have said it. So I'm just trying to see which one's you. But yeah, cool. Let's go. Hi, just joined. I was getting 3s in year 9, now Cerns in mocks. Nice. Fully locked in. That's a 4-grade jump. That is sick. The quiz and prize idea. You like it. Nice. Sundays and Wednesdays. Exactly. You're exactly right. Yeah, it's Sundays and Wednesdays. So Sunday with me tonight. Every time about 7:45 we start, and then with Neen on Wednesdays at 8:30. Cool. Let's go. Oh, okay. You're there. All right. Let's go. So you're not in the list. Excited. I don't see you there. Okay. Next one, slider. Okay, another slider. We saw this earlier. Yeah, you have to put it into the correct position. What is the missing number? So, different one. It's a puzzle. The equation is coming out. The equation is coming out. So let's see who's going to get this right. What is the right number here? Let's see. Okay. It's the atomic number. Now the numbers are dropping in. Who's got it first? Polonium. 86 on the left, 2 on the right. What's the difference going to be? Looks like most people have answered it. 84, correct. Well done. Now, who got it first and who got it fastest? Who is going to be at the top? Ashton, has he kept his title or has it moved across? Let's see. Yeah, because the number 86 was on the left, right? And it was an alpha decay. So there was an atomic number change of 2. we didn't have to acknowledge anything else because we were just looking at the bottom numbers. So it had to add up to 86. 2 was already there. So 2 plus 84 is 86. There's our answer. So there is change. There is change. Jubilant Sable has done the overtake after following Fancy Lion for so long. It's now changed the lead. Oh no, he says. There's only 30 points in it though. It's so close, but that was vital. That was vital. What unfair because he didn't, but nobody did, Mohammed. It was the same for everyone. It was a puzzle. So it came out, and then as soon as it dropped, you could see as soon as the last question mark dropped, the answers came flying in. The answers came absolutely flying in. You're funny dingo. Okay, you were there. You were there at the top. You were there for a bit. I remember seeing you there. Can you get a shout out? Yeah, you can. I don't know what your name is exactly. I can't say it properly. Unicorn Soraka. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Apologies, but shout out to you. Shout out to you. Enjoy. You're gonna cut your losses. It's all about learning, right? It's fine. Even now, you're not on the table. You're not going to win the prize, but it's all about learning from the questions here. Yeah, that's the important thing. Cool. Let's see the next question. We have 2 more left. We have 2 more left. The live classes it's a live like this. Yeah, on Wednesday we go live like this again. So Neen will be doing that, doing a quiz. This is free. Obviously, you've joined. It's for free. It's Friday and Sunday where we have the classes. Just hurry it. You're saying I will hurry up, but you need to get the answers right, my friend. Yeah, you need to get up there. You're telling me to hurry up, but you need to hurry up with your answers. I think you're not up there. You need to get there a bit quicker as well. So not just me going slow, is it? So what happens to the atomic number in beta decay? Let's see. Is it decreases by 1? Is it changes randomly? Is it stays the same? Or is it increases by 1? This might catch people out. Yeah. What happens to the atomic number of the particle in beta decay? What happens? Let's see who's got it. No, some people still haven't answered. 3 seconds. Let's see. What's it going to be? The answer is increases by 1. Yeah. And I thought this might catch a few people out because 0, it's the mass number. So the mass number doesn't change, but the atomic number does because beta has an atomic number of -1. So therefore, the atomic number of what you produce in the decay increases by 1 to make that equation balance, right? -1 on the right. So you need something to add 1 to make it equal to the left. So it increases. You messed up. Oh, no. No, Ashton. Not again. Oh, no. You dropped to 5th. That's a big drop. Oh, which one did you press? Which one did you press? That is a shame. That is unlucky. That is so unlucky. Right near the end, you're on the last question. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. You are. Oh, you pressed decrease by 1. Yeah. Yeah. You see why though, right? It's just, I can understand obviously in the speed of trying to do it. I'm sure you know why. Cooked in 7th. You're not good. 7th is decent. Yeah, it's more than, it's above 50%. Yeah, there's more than that. You're in the top half. You're in the top half. It's not bad at all. But we've got Jubilant Sable has taken a lead. It looks promising with 1 question to go. I think they may have wrapped it up. They stayed close. They stayed close and they've got the lead. Caring Butterfly had really had a good one. I don't know who that is. If you're in the chat, let us know because that has been a climb. You were not in it at the start and then really climbed through the ranks. Daring Snail as well. Mesmerizing Badger. All 3 of you really climbed the table together. I did notice that. Let's see how it ends up. Let's see. 1 more question. Okay. Which scientist discovered neutrons? Which one was it? You have to click on the correct area of the thing. Yeah, it's a pin. So drop your pin at the correct point. Yeah, there is a bit of leeway, but don't sway too far because you might miss it. Yeah, Philip's giving Dennis the clue. He's giving the whole chat the clue. So has Ashton. Everyone's dropped their answer. And they've dropped their answer. Put Chadwick. Is it right? Is it right though? Let's see. Whilst this runs down, what have people said? Is the live class on Wednesday, both chemistry and biology? So it will be one of the 2. We rotate. Yeah. So I think last time it was chemistry. The week before was biology. So we're going to keep rotating like that. And it's about an hour. Similar to this. I've gone a little bit over by just about an hour. Yeah. Similar to. But yeah, nice. Oh, mixed answers. People have gone all over the place. That's the surprise. That is a surprise to me. Dalton was just a sphere. Even the images are there, right? So JJ Thompson made the plum pudding model. Then Ernest Rutherford came with the nuclear model. And it was James Chadwick that found the Niels Bohr. Sorry, I missed that as well. Underneath in the green, he found, remember, the electron shells. And then Chadwick was last with the neutron. The neutron was one of the last discoveries. Okay. So that's a point for people to note. Yeah, remember that Chadwick, we know DJ RBC, but it's knowing what they discovered. Chadwick discovered the neutron. Okay, how does that leave the standings? Let's see our podium. Who's our winners? 3rd place, honorably, Mesmerizing Badger. You were down and climbing up the ranks slowly. Daring Snail has got second, and that leaves our winner by just 45 points, Caring Butterfly. Well done. Oh, that's a change. That's another change, isn't it? I wonder who that is. Is that another change? I feel like they went first. Or maybe they did. Maybe I missed that. Whoever it is, anyway, who you are, well done. Caring Butterfly, Daring Snail, you are both of our winners. Remember, as I've got here, make sure you take a screenshot of this and send us a screenshot of that along with you participating in the chat to help@flashrevisionlab.com, and we will honor you with your vouchers. Congratulations, guys. And everyone else, unlucky if you didn't make it. Shout out to Ashton, really unlucky there. You just dropped it off at the end. That is twice now. You were very humble throughout as well, and it was such a shame that you didn't win it. But I know you'll keep coming back, and you'll come back, and you'll get this. So unlucky. Well done, guys. And yeah, thank you. Quick question: what exam were these questions, or just in general? I mean, they are what we did today. Generally covers all three sciences, but obviously we're covering most AQA. But there is a 90% crossover. It has a large crossover, and even when there isn't, we would mention when there is a slight difference in a different exam board. So yeah, do take part. Thank you, guys. You'll have a comeback next week. Yeah, on Wednesday, Ashton, you definitely will, because you've been close twice now. When you keep getting closer, you'll get there at the end. See you guys on Wednesday. Take care, guys. Thanks for taking part. Thanks for joining. Thanks for liking. And yeah, let more people know. Yeah, let more people know about these chats. Remember, if we get to 50, we will add it to 3. We'll make it top 3, get prizes. Yeah, more chances to win. So yeah, tell your friends about it. Get more people involved. And yeah, let them know about us. Let them know about our classes that we do. We're trying to help as many people as we can. It helps us to keep doing what we're doing, right? The more people we have, the longer we can last and do what we're doing. So yeah, appreciate you guys joining us. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a good rest of your Sunday evening, and see you later. Take care.